Hey, what's up, you guys? This is your boy Jamar84 here once again. Now, as you may have noticed in my past few videos, you've seen like plenty of different backgrounds and stuff. It's because I've been on the move. I'm still traveling. I'm still not at home, and I'm traveling around with my mom, and she's visiting some people from her retirement and whatnot. So I'm still trying to, work with the internet connection that I have and the lighting and the time of day that I have to get these, make sure I get these videos out. So, because I know a lot of you guys really appreciate it and actually watch my stuff and enjoy it, so I'm doing this for you guys. I'm doing this for y'all. But I'm here to do Love and Hip Hop episode 4? Yeah. Love and Hip Hop episode 4, season 2. So the episode starts with Scrappy versus Momma Dee in this whole conversation about that epic fight at the dinner table. And Momma Dee's argument was, or one of the main points that she had pointed out was that she felt like since Scrappy got her somewhat together, or told her, about herself in so many ways by calling her Erica a bitch, that was Erica's indication to where she could just go in. That since Scrappy checked her, that was her reason to just go off the motherfucking handle, and she felt like that was wrong. When in fact, I believe that Erica, I mean, she may have chosen the opportunity to go off, but that's probably that whole thing that she did was, in her only defense, is that it was just years and years of just feeling disrespected, and she was in her own house and this, that, and the fourth. So, Momma Dee, you really just need to check yourself. Like, you had that coming for a long, long time, and she just decided to hand it to you right then. That's just it. And Scrappy was trying to say that, basically what I just said, that Momma Dee, you've been disrespecting my fiance and whatnot, and you just don't too much give a fuck. I've expressed many a time that this is the decision that I made, that this is the person that I want to be with, and you don't want to, respect that. And so, I don't see how Scrappy just doesn't. I mean, I guess it's his mom, but he just needs to push her to the curb and just let her just sit over to the side and just be mad about it, because ain't no way I'm about to sit here and wrestle with. Not only do I have my own personal relationship problems with the person I'm with, but I'm gonna have to add you and try to get your approval along with the other person's mom. I ain't got time for that. And one last thing I want to say to you, Scrappy, I really need you to stop with this piz not e, is not e, thiz not e. All this is not e business needs to stop. It makes you sound uneducated and stupid. Get that together. Work it out, please. Would you? Thanks. I'm going to quickly talk about this scene where Jocelyn and Dawn are talking about, Stevie looking like Malcolm X and what he did at the club, all that. But really, the point that I wanted to bring about this is it just me? And I think I said this, I tweeted this, I didn't say this in the video. Doesn't Dawn look like a long lost Braxton sister? Am I the only one that thinks that? Am I alone in the room? So Kim Michelle meets up with Mimi, and she's talking about her woo-ha isn't working since the last guy, and she needs, I'm not sure if I interpret this right. She needs Jack Daniels, the new guy that she said the only thing that makes her woo-ha work. So like, does this mean that she needs to drink and have sex in order to enjoy it? Is that what she's trying to say? I want to know if I interpreted that right, but she's basically like the other guy uh, wrecked it, made it so it wouldn't work no more. And Mimi's to try to tell her that you just really miss it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You just really want the other dude back. And she was like, "Well, I want to have. If that's the case, I want to have a professional tell me." So she goes to the doctor, and she explains, her woo-ha situation and whatnot. And this man tells you that, hey, it's perfectly fine. There's nothing biologically wrong with it. She's just trying to figure out, what's up. And he's basically going off like, well, you're a beautiful lady and this, that, and the fourth. Have you thought about trying eHarmony? K. Michelle looked at him like, what? I bought my tea. She might as well said I bought my ass and my titties. You think I'm gonna go on eHarmony? She was like, you tried that, bitch. So when Erica and Scrappy finally sit down after the whole I want my ring back, you a dirty, or you a broke bitch, or you a broke nigga, something, that whole thing, they finally meet back up again. And basically Erica just felt like Scrappy didn't have her back in the whole discussion or whatever. You just felt like, we weren't a team, and that's why I guess she lashed out at Scrappy, which I was still, when I watched it, as many times as I watched it, I'm just like, why is she pushing up on Scrappy? Like, he just told his mom not to call you a bitch. That's what you wanted, right? That's what you wanted. But I guess I don't know. I think there's some long lost footage, some behind the scenes, something. There's pieces missing from that dinner debacle. Scrappy's telling Erica that she's the one that went crazy. It wasn't even Momma Dee. Momma Dee didn't even too much say anything just yet for her to go from 0 to 100 in point 0.5 seconds. However, Erica's up in here like, I felt like I was right because hell, I was in my house and she's been disrespecting me for years and this, that, and the fourth. And Erica, I get that, but to the degree that it was aimed in the wrong direction. Okay, you were aiming it at Scrappy. You ain't even too much say much to Momma Dee. You really didn't say too much to her. Most of it was towards Scrappy, like, and that's what the part that confused the fuck out of me. She was like, did my mama ever call you this, that, blah, 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 blah? Talking to Scrappy when you should just be talking to Momma Dee. Like, just to being in your own home doesn't really make it okay. Like, no. Erica, you're wrong in that situation. I'm team Scrappy with this. I really am. Now, the only thing I have to say about Scrappy is that he should have been, getting his mama in check long before now. He should have let her have this long before now because she's doing all this underhanded shit, trying to get him to go with Shay and break up this relationship. I believe Momma Dee was happy with the outcome of that dinner party, to be completely honest with you. She was standing in there trying to pretend like she was mad with Scrappy when they said about, we're going to stand right here till I get my ring. Momma Dee was like, checkmate. And Erica says that she wants to pump the brakes on the relationship. And up until they feel like they're a team. Scrappy looking at her like, bro, what you mean? Like, are you for real? And like again, I told you I'm Team Scrappy. Like he really, the past 2 episodes, he's really been trying to act right. He done stop talking to Shay. He done told Shay like, look, this ain't. I ain't trying to hurt you, but this is what I'm trying to do. And when you said you want to talk to his mama, you talk to his mama. And even he tried to initiate this dinner. Like Scrappy has been doing the right thing, and Erica is just not letting it work. So I'm gonna talk briefly about the whole Drew and Tracy situation. Drew takes Tracy over to the location that he wants to have this store, and right, he's talking about, this is where this is gonna go, this is how this is gonna work, and blah 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 blah. And he's like, well, I know I told you, or whatever he said, I know I told you you had, such and such time to do this, but I actually kind of need an answer, like now, like I need the money today, or he said something like that. He's like, I need this ASAP. So, and then Tracy is sitting there contemplating, like, dude, girl, I'm gonna need you to, like, this is stupidity. I think the definition of stupidity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. You told us specifically that you've been down this path many a times before. Why do you suddenly think that with this store, like something else is going to change? Like, I can't fathom your thought process. Like, this would be easier if it wasn't any money involved. So when Tracy finally decides to, come and drop off the money, I guess she came unannounced, or he said he told her bring her the money ASAP. So she figures she could just bring him the money as soon as she can. So she comes to the apartment and she's like, she knocks on the door and Drew gave himself away by kind of looking through the cracks of the door like, can I help you? Like, why are you here? Like, pretty much pretend like she can't come in. And she's like, well, why can't I come in? Like, why are you acting all funny? So he lets him come in and he's just basically saying over and over again, you can't be showing up unannounced, this, that, and the fourth, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, what's the problem? Like, why you told me to bring you the money, this, that, and the fourth, and da, 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 da. And then he finds out, so, oh, this is where what should we call them, microwave popcorn bitches? This is where the little popcorn bitch is. He's yelling and she's just going off. And I'm like, Tracy, y'all not together. Okay? Y'all are not together. And you need to get over the fact that this man is going to have hoes around your... Well, I can't say whether or not, because she says that she's having hoes around his son. He says he's not. And I'm not sure what's going on with that. Oh, she did say that her son called her by another name. So I guess that's how that's really affecting her. And it's but you can't. One of the things about it is you can't control what a man does. If he wants to have sex with these women, he's gonna do it. No matter what you try to control or do, you can't control nothing. Somebody's gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do. Long story short, they're gonna. There's nothing that you can do about it. So after Erica and Scrappy's conversation, she goes to the strip club with none other than Kurt. Kurt, y'all, seeking marriage advice. Now, I understand Kurt is the only one married in this whole thing. But the thing is, Kurt is the bottom. Like, Kurt is the female compared to Rashida. Like, if you, a man, are trying to get a man's perspective on how to handle a relationship, Kurt is not the person I would really think to go to. But then again, I guess he's the only one that is technically married in a happy relationship. So I guess pick your poison, right? And basically, Kurt just says that you just have to have a line of respect with each of them. And I'm feeling like, duh, like you're not gonna give me any real advice, whatever. So VH1 and all their triflingness is actually going to show us footage of Jocelyn and Stevie fucking. They could have kept that. I wasn't here for it. It was nasty. But after that, this is when Jocelyn tells Stevie J about, what Carly Red said to her about Benzino. And he's like, word? For real, Benzino? You going to do me like this? So we're going to have a conversation about this. So they meet up, the three of them in the parking garage. And Jocelyn hits the head running and is like, why would you say all of this? Da 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 da. And he's just like, no, she was talking about the DM that he sent her like 6 o'clock in the morning saying, hey, what's up? This, that, and the fourth. And to Benzino's defense, I mean, okay, really the only thing that's suspicious about it is the time. According to what Benzino and them was talking about, like the words weren't necessarily like flirtatious, but Stevie J's problem was that it was just at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then she just going off like saying that you want to fuck, you want to fuck, you want to fuck, and Benzino's sitting up here looking like, or telling Stevie J like, this bitch gonna get you in trouble. Like, are you trying to say that I would go behind you on your back and do you like that? No, I'll never do that. No, I'll never do that. And do I believe that it happened? I believe it's possible. Because I mean, shit, that'd be fucked up if it was, though. Can you imagine your best bud fucking your bitch? But even then, like, that's just too much complication going on. And then Stevie's basically taking Jocelyn's side, really just looking at, like, why was you messenger at 6 o'clock in the morning or at booty call hours, So they storm off and they break up. Stevie J and apparently Benzino and them break up. I'm curious to see how that's gonna play out, but it should be funny. But they just seem like a couple. Don't they act like a couple? And then then we have this scene of Kurt and K Michelle. This was so funny. Kurt is, long story short, trying to come in there and trying to pop off like, you ain't finna be doing this to my wife, and if you gonna keep on doing this, you ain't gonna be able to walk the streets of ATL. K Michelle is like, boo, bye. You and your lesbian relationship with your wife need to go on somewhere and sit down. Like, she was like, fuck your wife. Fuck Rashida. Like, she was giving no fucks. Like, she ain't getting threatened by Kurt. Like, really? You gonna send Kurt to be threatened? Y'all to laugh, too. And she was just playing him and dogging him down. Like, calling him a woman. And he was kind of, when he was talking to her, he was giving the flick. I'm like, Kurt, you showing, girl, you showing. This is the last thing I'm talking about. If I can't get this in the video, I have to edit it out for time's sake, I am. But I was really felt some sort of way when Drew was like, when Tracy was talking to him about, the nature of what he does with all these women, he gonna say it's biology. Men can't be monogamous. Like, why fight nature? And he's like, I can't help that I'm cute. See, people like that, even as attractive as they may be on the outside, that just makes you completely ugly on the inside. And it just screws everything up. And you're going to say all this and still expect this girl to pay you $25,000? Tracy, if you do that, you just dumb and stupid. And I'm just going to end this video off on that note, y'all. And I'm gonna get this BGC. The house that I'm at doesn't carry oxygen, so I'm gonna have to catch it online. If anybody has the link already online, send it to my inbox, comment it, give it to me so I can get this review out to you guys. But anyways, I love you. Bye bye.